no creep, GP2 engine, lock up. Welcome back everyone to some more F1 23 driver career mode. We are heading to Mexico today, so this is going to be the tail end of the season. Of course, we got this race and then a couple more remaining to see out this season. Currently in the worst car on the grid. How sad is that for AlphaTauri? Look at that, we are at the far bottom, but this does not mean that our pace is lacking, as we saw in the last episode. My goodness, right tires, right strategy can get you back on the podium, and that's what we witnessed around the Circuit of Americas. Again, big thank you to Ranked Multiplayer for helping me practice that circuit, and that's why I find myself up there with one of the fastest times around Circuit of Americas. Really practicing that track helped me out there. P4 as a team, only 6 points behind Red Bull, so let's hope that they struggle again today, considering Sergio Perez had an engine failure last time out that caused him to get 0 points, and Verstappen didn't score any points to my knowledge. Yeah, P15, very underwhelming, so let's hope they continue to struggle. Yuki Tsunoda, 95 focus, 93 rated. All right, that's decent. $8.02 million, and I am at 7.27 million, so I am becoming quite a menace in the streets here. So let's see, any upgrades here. Let me see if the facilities are being invested in. Not to my knowledge, not by the looks of it. R&D wise, we are stuck. We have no more upgrades available for us because of our spec in our facilities. We need to invest in those. So lights out and away we go here in Mexico. Let's see how we do here. Alright then, it is a standard race weekend, so welcome to qualifying around the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, also known as the Mexican Grand Prix circuit. So 4 laps of fuel will do. Car is pretty fuel efficient. We'll just head out there and set a lap time. This track I know quite a bit. The long straight, the start-finish straight, is going to be very important throughout the race weekend, so hopefully we will manage that nicely. DRS wide open and making some overtakes there, but let's see where this car sits for the start of this race first. Let's see, great exit. P10, just ahead of Logan Sargent. There's still so much time to be found in that lap, I think. Fastest sector 3 though, that is promising. Very promising indeed. Don't mind the delta, still on my cooldown lap, and there we go, P13 with the fastest sector 3 again. Wow, I'm finding some real pace in sector 3, but the other sectors are letting me down. I think especially sector 1, this first turn chicane is costing me some time here, so I gotta try and fix that up. Also, tire temps are looking a little on the cooler side, so maybe I'll bump up the pressures a tiny bit here. Slow exit out of the final corner, but let's see if that's enough to get us out. P18! What? Oh no, I'm having a Sergio Perez moment. Sergio Perez tops the table, but what is happening to my qualifying times here? De Vries, Sargent, and behind me. Zhou and Bottas ahead of me. I'm here in P18. My teammates in P13 by almost 3/10. Ay. This is a problem. Well, we're starting back at the grid. Maybe penalties will bring us up a couple positions. We'll see. But time to head into the race itself. Hope you guys are enjoying the video. If you are, there are a couple things you can do to support the channel. First off, press that like button and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe by pressing the red button down below and hit the notification bell as well so you're notified as soon as I upload next. Thank you guys so much for your support. Hope you enjoyed the rest of the video.
Bienvenidos to the most populous city in North America. The legendary Jim Clark won the first official F1 race back in 1963 here, and we've had a veritable who's who of winners ever since. It's Mexico City, and therefore the Mexico City Grand Prix. At 2,285 meters above sea level, the thin air of the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez poses a unique challenge, just to a driver's skill, but to the efficiency of their engines as well. 17 corners then make a lap of this 2.6-mile circuit, expect incredible speeds in excess of 220 miles per hour, and overtaking into the braking zones of Turn 1 and Turn 4. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and it's Pierre Gasly in P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Fernando Alonso, Leclerc, Verstappen, Perez, Stroll, Ocon, Norris, Oscar Piastri, Albon, Sainz, Magnussen, Bottas, the rookie, Sargent, Joe, Tsunoda, and Nick de Vries. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway.
Here we go then, strategy matters P16 with penalties up and down the grid. Let's edit our strategy. Start on the mediums, end on the softs. It's not going to be too big of a time difference here regarding our pace. Drop about a lap of fuel, not too much. Let's not be too greedy here. So medium to softs, 21 laps and the 15 laps, or it's going to be 18 laps and then another 18 on the hards. I think this will be good. What if we were to do a two-stopper? I think it'll cost us some time here, but it does look feasible. Huh. It is a possibility to think about, considering it's not all too slow. It's only 4 seconds slower, which means it is a possibility. I think we'll keep this in the back burners. 13 laps on the mediums, considering how much tire ding there is, and then go another 12 laps until lap 25, and then end on the softs. That might be an opportunity for us, especially with safety cars. That might happen. So let's jump into it, see how the tires feel, and then make adjustments accordingly. Here we go then. Let's get this race underway. Mexican Grand Prix, lights out. Away we go. Magnussen and Sainz struggling off the line. See ya, mate. Thanks for the positions. Alright, slipping in right behind Albon. Goodness me, look at the straight line pace of these guys. Oh. Oh, I went into neutral. Oops. It's a huge mistake. Lost momentum into that turn. I could have gotten Piastri, but went one gear level too much down. Thanks for the positions, boys. I've gone wide a bit. P8. Grand Prix winner Lance Stroll just up ahead. He won the US Grand Prix, of course. Ah, that was a shambles. Losing momentum there as well. I've gone deep there as well. We know where we need to fix things now, so let's fix them.
Alright, let's focus now for the rest of the race.
Focus on the race indeed. Let's go. 125.9, that's slow. We can fix that. Let's try and find our pace now. I don't want to burn too much ERS early doors, so I'm going to save a bit now. Oh, Lance Stroll move. Let's go. Oh, I went deep. I locked up. Let's go. More side-by-side action, and we got him there. stadium section. Oh, that's steep. Not ideal. But we'll make use of the momentum. Lap 3, here we go. Dropping behind Ocon, who has a much faster car. He's blending his ERS, I think, a little bit. Trying to get past. Also with Stroll. Things are going to get spicy heading into turn 1. All good. No DRS detection down the main straight, of course. We have to rely on the stadium section for DRS. Trying to stay behind Ocon. He is dragging us along nicely to the top 6 here. Or at least the top 6 in the manner of 2, 3, 4, and 5. And 6. I lose so much momentum there. I gotta make it up in sector 3 here. Ah, missed out on DRS. This is gonna be a bit of a problem, especially against Lance Stroll, who has my slipstream. Probably dumping a little energy as well with the DRS. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where did that come from? Lost the rear end immediately there. What is happening here? Let's up the front brake bias. That was weird. Yeah, I have no ERS to defend against this. Stroll's gonna have to get through. Verstappen's gonna get through as well, I think. Gonna try and stay in Stroll's slipstream. Oi, 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 oi. Late lunge. Why are my rear tires going so quickly? It's a bit weird. Oh, green flags, green flags. What is this? Someone out? Gasly out. There he is. Off to the side. Engine failure. Where is my brake? Like, there's no brakes and there's no stability in this car. What's going on? Oh, Berurong. Boy. Navigating through those guys. I think there was a touch between Norris and Piastri there. Oh, Piastri might have damage. He's looking pretty slow. I have no grip. It's weird. Like, how are these guys so much faster? I mean, obviously soft tires. I guess there's a huge performance difference between us. Outside the points now all of a sudden. Yeah, there's no power. GP2 engine, GP2 engine. Where's my DRS, buddy? Oh, there it is. That was a roller coaster of emotions there. I thought I got shafted with no DRS. I deserve that DRS. Come on. Alright, I'm under pressure from Sainz now. Darn. Let's hope he can drag me along a bit. At least for a tiny while. Sargent's now creeping up on me. Oh dear. This car either locks up or has very unstable.
1.7 seconds.
Ah, locking up right there again. What's going on with this car? Seriously, lock up central. No grip. GP2 engine. Lock up everywhere.
Okay, focus. We need to stay on form.
Well, that's a shame. We're falling behind the Williams now. Mr. What the F is a kilometer is past me. Darn. Okay, let's see what Pettis is going on to. He's pitting. It doesn't show. Maybe another set of softs? Is that what he's doing? Oh my god, I'm going off. I'm not focusing on the road here. Alright, let's go back into focus mode. I'm not sure what Pettis is on. Tire deck is telling me I do need a new set of tires soon. Now, will that be the hards to see it out, or will it be the mediums? I'm opting to the hards to do one stop, but we'll see. Right now, I'm trying to focus and not lock up and not go off into the barriers. Alright, we're going in. I have no tires left. I have no pace. Or should I continue? Actually, Logan Sargent might be giving me some DRS. Maybe I'll go another lap. Look at that. I'm not even pressing the accelerator by much and I'm slipping out of corners. Yep. This is it then. We'll use the DRS we get here to our advantage. Otherwise, we're moving on to the hards. We're going to move on to the hards this lap. Let's box. It's ridiculous how poo this car is right now. Locks up at every corner. Oh, are you kidding? Like, seriously, where is all that braking coming from out of nowhere? Like, I wasn't even pressing the brake by much. Maybe like the smallest, tiniest bit of brake pressure. And then boom. We're hit with a brick wall or something. Oh, this car is horrible to drive. Yeah, I've had enough of this. Just making sure we're boxing. We're in. Sick and tired of this horrible tire. Get me off this. Let's see if the hards will survive 21 laps. Alright, here we go. Hard tires do me well. If a safety car comes out, we are golden. So far last.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
Like, look at this. Differential's at 50. Front brake bias is at 56. What more do you want from me? And this car drives like it's on ice skates. Like, why am I slipping out of the corner? Where's that power all of a sudden coming from? Like, I haven't even pressed the accelerator by much. Unbelievable.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilize some of this energy.
Oh my god, it won't turn either. It's a horrible car. Alright, Yuki's in the pits. People are in the pits. Soft to mediums. We're gonna gain a couple positions here. Only up to P16. People still need to pit, of course, so we'll see how that works. Alright, more people in the pits. I see... Do I get past Sargent? Yes, I do. Alright, let's see. We're slowly making our way up. Alright, I'm gonna lose out to the Haas here. Like, where is that? Car has no balance in it. Car absolutely has no balance. Car is horrible. Like, where are we sliding out? Come on. I can't even change the differential any lower, man. Why am I slipping out of corners? Unbelievable. Toto Wolff is coming into my ear here saying, hey, just drive the car, we know it's bad.
The car is bad, we know. Please drive it.
Ah, great, I'm losing out positions. Oh, Carlos Sainz is out. Oh my god, why are you turning in early? It's like turning in as if I don't exist there. Alright, Carlos Sainz out. He seems to have disappeared quite quickly. There's Piastri in the pits. My teammate Yuki Tsunoda, P13. Down the outside. Hopping over those curves.
Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place.
P11. It's not bad for one of the worst cars on the grid here. But this is not Circuit of America's pace. Is the high altitude of Mexico impacting us? Did Codemasters think that advanced when building this game? We'll see. My teammate gets passed down the straight. Let me see if I can salvage anything out of this. Maybe I'll be his rear gunner. Try and defend that P10. At least 1 point for the team, you know? It's all jittery out of corners. We need to figure something out. Car is horrible. Ah, I missed out on DRS again here. Gotta be kidding. Logan Sargent gets past again. I'm sinking. Ah, this is pain. Oh my god, something flew past me. It's like a wing fragment of something. Jesus. What flew past me there? Maybe Joe and Magnussen collided. That might be it. My brakes are always hot, man. They are overheating consistently. It might be a brake pressure issue from the brake upgrades. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is this? Oh my god, I think the leaders are just behind me because the fanfare has already begun. Looks like Lewis Hamilton's about to cross the line to finish the Grand Prix. Oh no, it's George Russell who wins the Mexican Grand Prix. Ugh. That is the thing I've been struggling with this whole Grand Prix. It's a pain in my butt. Seriously, this car is horrible.
It's a shit box.
Locked up again there. Come on, don't spin out of corners, mate. I'm on worn tires, I know, but any little acceleration, I feel like the rear end's gonna go. Oh, look at that braking. Nowhere to... Oh my god. There's no balance in this car. There's no stability. It's just a piece of poo. Ah, locked up, locked up, locked up. You see? What is that car? Seriously. What is this car? Get me out of this team. How many Grand Prix do I have left? Brazil, Interlagos, right? And then Las Vegas, and then Abu Dhabi, I think. That is it. Get me off this team, because this car is an absolute horrible nightmare experience.
Right, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
That's a spectacular victory, and with it, the championship is secure. It's been a magnificent season, and they thoroughly deserve the cheers of the crowd here today. Tell me, Ant, how do you think they were able to deliver such an incredible result today?
Well, time management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners.
And yeah, finally it's over. Thank God. I am sick and tired of this Grand Prix. Russell, Leclerc, and Verstappen on the podium. Hamilton, Ocon, Alonso, Norris, Stroll, Albon, and Tsunoda in the points. Piastri, Sargent, Zhou, Bottas, De Vries, myself, Perez, Magnussen round out the finisher with Sainz and Gasly not finishing today's race. So standings wise, how does this change? Well, I've gained no points today, still at 215 points, P4 in the drivers, P10 for Yuki Tsunoda on 84 points. Constructor standings wise, we're still in P4 with 299 points to our name, 21 points away from Red Bull now because Max Verstappen scored a podium. This car is an absolute nightmare. My gosh, what have they done to the car? Get me off this team. Hopefully we'll be out of this team soon. Not of many Grand Prix remaining, like what? 3 I think I was talking about in the race, so 3 races left, so let's get out of this team ASAP. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. It's been me complaining for the most part of this video, but this car is borderline impossible to drive, locking up at every braking zone, and then rear end just giving out with wheel spin at every corner. And keeping this car on track has been a challenge, and you can really tell that I struggled by looking at my fastest lap time here of 1:18.6. I think is the slowest of any driver on track here. So pretty much explains. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe using the red button down below, hit the notification bell as well so you're notified when I upload next. Yeah, I'll see you guys for a new video tomorrow. Take care. See you then.